Gentlemen, we have the Week 10 training video. This week is going to be a two-parter. We got a lot of stuff to look at. A lot of stuff went around the state. We missed a lot of things. It's also getting close to that time of the year where games are getting tighter. They have bigger reason implications, playoff implications. So coaches are sending a lot more film in. So this is something we want to look at. The theme for this week is the good, the bad, and the ugly. We had a lot of all three. So broke it down into two different parts this week. So today we're going to do part one. Tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon or morning, I will release part two. So let's start it off with some more blindside block. Now, the video is a little dark. We look at the wide view. We're going to get a better view of the end zone view. So apologize for the dark view, but this is what the team gave us. You see right there, we want to look around in this area. Get a blindside block right there. See him coming around. He's got him right in his sights. He's going against the flow. And remember, that's one of our indicators. Doesn't see him coming. No open hands. It is a forceful hit. He doesn't get, he doesn't get him fully like you might like to see, but he does get him right there. Now we do flag this. Side judge does a good job of picking this up. Let's look at this view. Much clearer picture. You're going to be right in this area, and you can see it. Now he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't get. I don't think he gets solid contact, but it's still a forceful hit, and it's still a hit that we need to flag, which we do flag correctly. That's side judge's key. Side judge picks it up. Here we got another one. Again, sorry for the dark shade there. So in this one, we want to look downfield. We got the pass right around here, so we want to watch the action right here. Got a guy coming back, and he's going to get a blindside block right inside. Still got all the elements. He doesn't see it coming. No open hands. Forceful hit. So forceful, he fell down himself. So that's another one. We did flag it, so good job picking that up. I don't know if we see it well on the end zone view or not. Yeah, I don't think we do. Here's another one. Kickoff, same game. This one's going to have him kind of toward the right side of your screen. Number 44 right here. Now this is one that's close. I think, depending on your view, to me it looks like he gets open hands out there. So we definitely got the requirement of does not see it coming. It is a forceful hit, but it's close. I think he gets a hands out there, but judging from your angle, I think you can probably make a case that he doesn't. If it's close in your mind, you got to flag it. It's a safety foul, so we want to flag it if it's close. I think we did flag this one, so there's things to look for. A lot of this depends on your angle, but if it's close, it's a safety foul, we got to flag it. We want those hands clearly out there where we can see it. All right, let's move on to had a couple of Hail Mary plays in the state this past week. We don't see Hail Mary plays a whole lot in high school. It's just not something we see, or at least good Hail Mary plays. A couple of things we want to look at on this one. First, we're going to have a pretty elongated hold right there. You can see him, still got him, kind of lets him go. Let's go back to the front of this and talk about maybe who should pick this up. Wing guys, we key off the tackle, but as you can see here, we got trips on the top of the screen on this wing side, and this is an obvious passing situation. So it's asking a lot for the wing to pick this up. because the wings, he's going to have to kind of help out on his side of the screen. So this probably is either going to be your umpire or your referee. Umpire's got a lot going on where he is. Well, you got three rushing. I think due to how long this hole goes off, the referee's probably in your best position to pick this up. You can see it goes on for a long while, and it definitely had an impact on the play. This is a guy he definitely could, if he couldn't have got to the quarterback, he could have put a lot more pressure on him or flushed him to another side. So we got a very good throw by the quarterback here, and we got a play deep in the end zone, and we have a field judge who's out of position. We really need to be on the end line on that play. It's one of those things where you want to let the pass carry you into the end zone. So as right now, you can I can see where maybe the goal line's still kind of threatened, but right about here, we probably need to be making our way at least to the end line where we can get a good view. You want to let the pass carry you into the end zone. Some officials may have, maybe I'll just go ahead and set up on the end line. At the beginning of the play, your goal line is the most important line. That's where we need to be. As the play develops, if you have them sort of congregated around here in the corner, maybe you can work your way on down, and then let the pass bring you up if you need to. But we're out of position here. 6-man crew. This is going to be a hard pickup. Obviously, we would like a back judge right here to help us in that. But we don't have a back judge in high school football, at least in 6-man crew. So we got to do the best we can with what we have. This is a tough play. I don't envy this field judge at all. I don't fault him. It's a tough play to cover. He's got a lot of bodies right there in his area, so it's a tough play to cover. But we're out of position now. We do get this call right. I think we got lucky. We get it right. Side judge, I don't think there's any help there. He's too far away, and I think he was on the. Let me look at this is the non-ESPN version, the one the coaches sent in. Let's see where. That side judge, you can see he's making his way on down as a pass. So what I would maybe suggest here as a side judge, I know you're coming in to try and get closer, but I would say go ahead and just work down to the sideline or to the end line instead of coming in at an angle. Then maybe you're right there looking down. I mean, the most you're asked to look down the line would be 50 yards away. That's not asking a whole lot, I don't think, because if it's play down the field, you'd have to at least look 25 to 30 yards on the goal line and rule. So I don't think it's too much to ask you to look down the sideline. Now, the primary call is still going to be the field judges, but it's one of those where you may be a little bit better help. And obviously, field judge, side judge, if you guys want to confirm this before one of you goes up, that's good too. Again, like I said, it's a tough play. I don't envy, I don't fault either one. 6-man, that's a tough play to cover. Here's another Hail Mary pass. This is going to be covering a different line. This one we're going to be covering the goal line. As you can see, we got him down. And we should already have deep guys on the goal line ready to rule for this part. So we have one out of position. He really doesn't know. He's guessing. He's going to mark. No, he came up and marked. Yeah, he came up and marked touchdown. So this is the end of the game. So obviously everyone's going crazy. Side judge is coming in, spotting him short. So we're really not sure which one it is. But kind of got it too late. One's already ruled touchdown. This is what you got to go with. Like I said, ideally, we would want these deeps to already be on the goal line and ruling from the goal line. Then I think we have it. It's hard to see from right there. If the field judge is on the goal line, maybe he can see that. Maybe he can't. He may be blocked out. This guy's got a, like I said, it's a long way to look, but I still don't think it's asking too much for the side judge to help out and rule on that as well. And just like we tell deep guys to confirm with wings, and in play like that, look across the field and confirm with your deep guy. Or get on the radio if you have radios. Whatever you want to do, take your time here to rule on this play. Because it looks bad. We got one guy going on a touchdown. We got a side judge running in here, marking the spot. Well, by this time, the team's going crazy, and we look unsure. We look like we don't know. So it's a bad look. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this game had playoff implications. I think the losing team, I think it knocked them out of the playoffs. So I want to make sure we're on point when we're ruling on some of these. We got forward progress real quick. Quarterback's going to roll out here. And I think his forward progress was stopped in bounds, so I think we should have stopped the clock there. We'll look at a tighter version of it. This is where his forward progress has ended. He's reaching out, I know, but his forward progress is stopped in bounds. So I think this should have rolled it forward progress, stopped in bounds. He's not going forward at this point. Roll the stop in bounds, wind that clock instead of stopping it. And that should have been the correct ruling on that one. Here we're going to have a good job by the officials to rule this down. We heard the old adage, ground cannot cause a fumble. And there's your perfect example of how the ground cannot cause a fumble. Both officials are right on top of this. They rule it correctly. And we can see he has ball in his possession, going to the ground, hits the ground, and comes out. Both officials ruled this was down by contact, not a fumble, and that was the correct call. Let's look at some catch, no catches. We got a few to look at here. I'm going to give you two views on this one. It's going to happen right there near the line of scrimmage. So there is hard to tell, but when we look at the end zone view, we'll have, you see the wing guy coming in, giving it a good, selling it well. Here, look at the end zone view, we can really tell. You see, he never really has possession of the ball, and he's going to drop it right there. Never has good possession of the ball. Wing does a good job. So the referee helping out. He's got a perfect view of it. Good job by the officials coming in there quickly and ruling on that one. Here we have another one. This one right near the goal line. Again, official right there on the goal line ruling on that. I'm not sure if the end zone gives a better view. Yeah. See, he never has real possession of the ball. And the officials are right there correctly ruling on that one. This one's a little bit tougher. Just to give us the best view on it. This one's about as close as you can get without being an incomplete pass. Without being ruled complete. We're going to rule incomplete on this, and I think we rule it correctly. The motto here is no cheap turnovers. You see, he gets maybe one, maybe two steps, but does he ever really have possession of the ball? Probably not. The officials came in and ruled this incomplete. I think they're right on that ruling. And again, we go back to no cheap turnovers. Never really makes a football move, never really has secure possession of it. So the ruling was incomplete, and I think we're correct there. And a lot of other officials will tell you too, if you have to ask, it's probably incomplete. Let's look at one more before we wrap up part one. One thing I want to look at here is the reverse mechanics. And we may, let me look. Close to a false start there on the bottom. I don't know. It's close. But we want to look at the reverse mechanics. Right now we know, alright, we're reversing the field here. Side just does a good job, kind of leave it in front of you, but there's a wing guy. Just go ahead and take off down the field. There's nothing here you can help with. Your primary responsibility right now is the goal line. So go ahead and take off down the field and cover the goal line. Deep guys, it's just like wings in a normal scrimmage play. You want to kind of keep in front of you and trail from behind. Deep guys get the spot here. Wings go ahead and get out of the way. Deep, you come and get the spot. But again, the key thing here is as soon as you rule is a fumble recovery going the other way or an interception going the other way, you just take off down the field. Backpedal if you want to, if you want to try to help out, keep stuff in front of you, but you need to get out of the way, head toward the goal line because that's going to be your primary responsibility. Alright, that's it for part one of this week. Remember, tomorrow I will release part two. So this is a two-parter, a lot of stuff to look at. A lot of these games are having playoff implications. And remember that going into your games this week and the next week. 2 weeks left in the regular season. Let's finish strong and not have some lapses in focus.